Ivan seems troubled. Where is he going now?
Ivan has reached a smelly place. Inside this swamp, what will he face?
Peasants don't dare go in the bogs. Many were lost between the frogs. Sad women, children, dogs and sheep never come out if they go deep. The Vodnik lives there with his clan. They hate and fear the touch of man. But men are never stopped by bounds. They search for treasure on their grounds. How will the blacksmith pick a side when faithful men and swamps collide? Will he choose humans and their quest, or try to be a kinder guest?
Everything is so wet here.
An altar dedicated to Mokosh. Look how peaceful and proud she stands. Nothing happens. Perhaps she doesn't like me.
Noble peasant, hear me out, for my tale is one of sorrow.
Oh, you don't see many like you around. What's your deal?
Don't you recognize your noble Tsar? Why, I'll have you whipped for this. 50 lashes to begin with.
You are nothing but a traitor and a fraud. I shall report you to the guards.
I will have your head chopped off.
Of course you will. But until then, how do you explain that I just saw the Tsar in the village?
A pretender. I am the real Tsar, and I need your help. A group of bandits is out to have my head. There's a bounty on it set by the traitor on the throne. Help me evade them, and I'll do more than forgive you. I'll enrich you.
Do not fear, my kind Tsar. I'll have their heads in a basket by sundown.
Get rid of the bandits, and I'll give you a precious heirloom, a magic heirloom.
You better not be lying about this heirloom. Hide in this well until I get rid of them.
brings you around these swamps, blacksmith?
I'm looking for the Water of Youth.
Oh, not this again. You'll get lost, just like the others. That madman priest will blame your loss on the swamp as well. I will not have that.
What happens to people coming here?
What do you think? They get lost and then drown, or starve to death, or get eaten. Others lose their minds, like that priest.
What priest?
That madman that keeps trying to clean my swamp with his rituals.
Again? Have others come before me?
Oh, and how many? Old men and women, scared by what they see in mirrors and the crackling of their bones. They come to my swamps in search of youth, and no matter what I do or say, they won't go home.
So the Water of Youth is here?
Oh, you don't understand. The Water of Youth is not for humans to possess. It's meant to remain here in the swamp.
Well, we could pull a trick on them. Make them think you don't have the water anymore.
You sure ain't like the others. They weren't nearly as amusing as you. There might be something to your offer, though. How about this? I give you a spoiled version of the water. It's not as potent as the original, but it's powerful enough to fool any human.
I'm listening.
If, and only if, you get rid of that madman of a priest disturbing my swamp.
I'll take it. And I'll help you get rid of that priest. It's probably best I do anyway.
Get rid of the priest first, and you'll get the water.
Poor man. Have the swamps tricked you as well?
What is a priest like you doing in this swamp?
You poor soul. You've probably lost your mind. Don't you know you're walking in a cursed land?
What cursed land are you talking about?
This whole swamp is cursed by evil spirits. People have been disappearing here in the past weeks, one after the other. Coming here in the evening, nowhere to be found in the morning. People say their lights can be seen at night. Some have seen the faces of the missing ones through the trees.
How's the search so far? Did you find anyone?
Not yet. But my faith is as strong as the stench in this devil's nest. I just need to perform a ritual to cleanse this place. But every time I start one, I keep getting attacked by ungodly creatures. If you could keep them away from me while I do the cleanse, you would be doing God's work.
Vodnik elder told me all about you. You are disturbing the creatures here. Maybe if you come back with some silver chains and some candles, take these kopecks and go and buy them.
Well, you speak wise words. Thank you for your contribution to the faith. I will use this money to buy some silver and some new candles.
Have you sent that madman away?
He won't trouble you anymore. Now, please give me that water you mentioned. Even if it's not pure, if it has some magic in it, it can trick the Tsar.
Here you go, blacksmith. You can take the path behind me to get out of the swamp.
A riddle for a reward, young blacksmith? What does man love more than life? Fear more than death, or mortal strife? What do the poor have, but the rich require? And what contented men desire? What does the hoarder spend, the wasteful save, and all men carry to their grave?
Surely it's luck.
I do not blame you, blacksmith. We all crave for that which we do not have.
Oh, yeah.
We might meet again. We might meet again.
Get out of our path, blacksmith. Our hunt doesn't concern you.
You're lucky I found him before he got away. Go fish him up from the drinking well.
Oh, thanks. But I can't risk letting you breathe a word of this to others.
There's a note here.
By decree of the noble and handsome Tsar, I hereby declare Ivan the blacksmith to be a fool's fool. Nevertheless, I was speaking truth about the reward. If you're still alive, you might make use of this. It proved useless to me.
Well done, dear Ivan. You have found a drink. Look how muddy it is. I can feel it stink. But the Tsar will not care. He is blinded by power. He'd rather drink mud than tend to a flower. Farewell now, Ivan. I'll take to the skies. There's a beautiful maiden I need to advise. You will see me later. I'm sure of that. I will find you, my dear, when we meet to chat. Ivan made lots of choices in his quest. What will he learn after he's had some rest?
This is the road back home.
Tell me, dear blacksmith, how is your arm? Do you want some magic? Maybe a charm? What blessings do you need, blacksmith? Be charmed, blacksmith.
Blacksmith, a word, if I may. As you may have noticed, I've just moved in, but I left in a hurry, and there's a certain something that I seem to be missing. My domovoi is nowhere to be seen. His ashes are inside an urn, one that I simply cannot find. If you happen to go through the swamp, might you take a look round my old home? I'll pay you for your efforts, of course.
Your domovoi?
Yeah, the spirit of my house. Sometimes a prankster, other times a guardian, looking after the entire household. It is said that the domovoi were evil once, then one day they started enjoying our company.
I don't understand. Is the domovoi cremated?
Oh, of course not. He's a spirit, one that lives in the stove. So whenever one moves to a new home, they bring ashes from the old stove and place them in the new one.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, blacksmith. I will not forget this.
I'm sorry, herdsman. happened to him?
The woodsman found him near some trees, laying in a pool of blood. Wretched thieves!
Might I help in some way?
Kind of you to ask. Maybe you can help. My old necklace. I gave it to him for protection, but it was not on him when they brought his body back. Could you be so kind as to look for it?
Where did he die?
In the forest. He went there on various occasions looking for the blooming fern.
The blooming fern? But everyone knows it's a myth.
He believed.
I will try to look for it, if I ever get there.
I don't have much, but I'll think of a reward if you do. Please, Ivan, find the necklace. You know he was a good man.
Goodbye.
They stole my coffin lid. I can't live well nor die well in this village.
Who were they?
Do you think I would still be out here if I knew? Why does it say, rest in peace on my grave, if I'm not even allowed to do that? Why can't the dead simply stay dead?
Say, lad, have you noticed how it all seems too quiet lately? Our beloved group of chatty drunkards by the tavern, people saw them wander off into the woods. But it has been days, and darker thoughts loom about.
Well then, into the woods I go.
Not so fast, lad. I would prepare for the worst. Take this. If their fate has already been sealed, well, then you know what you have to do. And one more thing before you venture forth. Go to the priest and ask for his blessing. Godspeed, lad.
Blacksmith, do you need a blessing before you go? What kind of blessings would you like?
Hey.
Again, you have returned? I told you not to come back without bottled youth. Guards, take him to the stone.
The laws require a trial be held. Besides, your wish has been fulfilled.
How? Show me bottled youth. A bottle of mud. Is this what you call bottled youth?
It makes your mind feel fresh and gives you the willpower to face it all. The water of youth makes you feel young as a foal.
But wait. You're right. I feel something. I feel young. And my mind is clear. The curse. Ivan, you have done well. But I need more from you. Now, my final task. If you do this one, it will be the last. Go over 9 mountains, over 9 seas, find the most lovely wife, and bring her to me.
Where do I go to find such a bride?
Go through the fields, or go through the swamp. I do not care, as long as it's far away.
What is beauty, my lord? How do I decide?
You should want to look straight into the sun, but not at her. That's how beautiful she must be.
I will need a gift for her to court her properly.
That is none of my concern. It is your task, not mine. What better gift than to be my wife?
I will find her, Tsar. I will start right away. It seems pointless to argue, whatever I may say.
Go, now. Find me a wife more beautiful than the sun, and only then can you return.
I promised I would come. I sense you are in need. Tell me of your quest, and I will closely heed.
A wife I have to bring as lovely as the sun. Someone from far away. She must be sworn to none.
There is no simpler task than choosing such a bride. I'll tell you where she is, but it is a long ride. Morevna is her name, Maria to her folk. Before you get to her, you'll pass through ice and smoke. The frozen peaks you'll cross, and after them the woods, where lots of men have died, buried in bloody hoods.
Oh, my dear boy, look at you. You look unfed. How are you to find yourself a wife when you look like this? Nobody wants a bony husband. Take this loaf of bread, fresh out of my oven.
Thank you, Babushka.
Travel well, my dear.